How are you today? Hear that? That's how I am today. I had to go buy a cup of Joe because going out and getting a coffee machine tomorrow, or having someone was kind enough to gift me one, which is really, 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 really nice. So today is Friday, right? I think I lose track of time. Sorry, I'm trying not to do that. Where am I? I hope you're ready to have a great weekend. I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm kind of procrastinating or cleaning a little. I got some stuff I really need to do. Just trying to get motivated. Let me try my cappuccino. Oh man, I'm a mess this morning. I fell asleep on the couch, leaning. Mistake number one, because now my neck feels. I can't even straighten it out. And number two, there's no humidifier in there, so my face feels like a block of granite this morning. Anyway, I know this is late too, Collie. Okay, look. Hopefully, my physical situation doesn't carry through too much in this. But man, look, folks, there's no divorce coming. There's no separation. There's no 3 Americas or 5 Americas or 2 Americas coming related to race or gender or any of that nonsense. There's no Pacifica. There's no sovereign New York City. There's no Midwest. We're stuck with each other, and you better get used to it, because we either figure this out or it's over. Okay? Say that again, Joe. We either work this out or it's over. Man, oh man. I had someone send me a link yesterday to a couple. Well, I had got 2 or 3 of them yesterday. And first of all, please keep sending them to me, because I love watching them. I appreciate that you do it. I'm sorry. One of them was some right-wing person on one of those right-wing shows. Younger person, I would guess maybe 30-ish, saying, maybe we should let the Democrat states go off and do their own thing, and we can do our thing, and blah, blah, blah. And if I could have reached through the television, I'd be in jail right now. Or whatever, the monitor I was looking through. I mean, seriously? Seriously? Okay, let's think of the ramifications of divorce, secession, blah, blah, blah. Okay, you all realize, those of you that spout about this nonsense, you realize that there are other forces. And when the right-wing people do this, it makes my head boil. Is that a thing? Well, it is now. It makes my head boil. You realize that there are other forces at work other than in the United States, right? That would love nothing more than to watch this thing fall apart. Matter of fact, one could argue that people are working on that right now. I would make that argument too. I don't want to go too down. People, who are you being as a conspiracy theorist? Really? Do you listen to the media, or do you just, go about your day pretending that, you're right about everything, everybody else is wrong? There's an active force, and I've said it pretty much every time I've gotten behind this microphone. There is an active force doing everything in its power to separate this country apart, to rip it apart, so they could divide it up and take complete control of it. You don't want to believe that? Don't believe it. You go about, put your head down, go through your life, and enjoy the things that you have, and then die, like we all going to do, and not help. Sorry, I guess I'm angry. I don't feel well. There's no divorce coming. There's no, we need to have a white American, a black American, a brown American. Shut up. Stop. We either work this out or we take a big, giant, fat step backwards. What does that mean? Well, I don't know. Have you studied the history of 19th, seriously, well before 19th century Europe? Okay. Who gets the nukes? Have you thought about that? All that federal assistance that we love, where does that go? Which federal assistance? Where does the money come from? Where does the food come from? Oh, we can fly it in. Oh, do you realize, Mr. Left-wing person who said that last night? You do realize that there's things called missiles. There's no amicable split here. If it goes down, it goes down, but it goes down big. It's not gradual. Maybe initially a few months, a year, who knows? Then after that, who let the dogs out? When this thing goes, it goes big. So, Trump haters. I know he botched the beginning of the COVID thing up horrifically. And there's other things that I scratch my head. How the hell did we get to a place where Donald effing Trump becomes president? How? All you all with the red hats. Fine, man, wear your red hat. Knock yourself out. I don't care. But when it came to brass tacks, those 2 or 3 big moments in time, when it was a choice between his ego and taking a bite to keep people cool, he chose his ego every single time. He completely botched up the beginning of this COVID thing. Completely. But Fox protects him, right? The people on Fox were protecting him, and the other networks were, well, they were ruthless. But they'd been ruthless for 4 years. I get it. He's not my president. Yeah, he is. Shut up. He was your president. Deal with it. And then we bounce into this idiot that we have now. I watched, the other link was I wanted to tell you about was this George Stephanopoulos interview. Folks, he doesn't think he could have done anything different. He's not going to take any blame for this, for what's going on in Afghanistan today. The man who talks about being a badass and being in charge, fuck him. There are still thousands of American citizens over there. And I know some of you all of a sudden you're an expert, and I'm not an expert. I'm not an expert in how to deal with any of this stuff, but I do know that there are thousands of Americans still stuck over there. Okay? So for those of you that want to protect Joe Biden, of all people, you go ahead and protect them. And you go ahead and throw your thing around. Well, all of a sudden you're an expert on, not me personally, but people, you're experts on Afghanistan politics. I'm not an expert on Afghanistan politics. All I know is that there's thousands of people over there that are American citizens, and there's a ton of people that are going to die. That's what I do know. And if you're going to sit there and say we couldn't have done it any differently, oh, Jesus. All right. We couldn't have done it any differently. Right. I'm kind of thinking we could have. I don't know how. But just running away, obviously this guy had no idea what he's doing. None. And this general, whoever this general is in charge of the Joint Chiefs, oh, what a bag of dog shit this dude is. Holy crap. What an embarrassment of a human being. This is the guy that's in charge of the military? Oh boy, it's going to be a rough 3.5 years. It's going to be a very rough 3.5 years. If he's the cat, we're in trouble. Not proverbial, like world domination trouble, but he's a buffoon. We're stuck with each other, folks. Work it out. That's why I've been doing these things. I'm sorry that this isn't sweet and rosy. We can't put pretty piano music behind it. There's nothing pretty about this sometimes. Sometimes you just got to say what you need to say. And that's why I was doing this. I need to get this out. I need to say what I need to say. Hopefully you're saying what you need to say. But if you think that Trump or Biden or Obama or Bush, all of these people, do you think they could have stopped this virus thing? Really? Seriously? How do you stop a virus? Okay, this is my understanding from things that I read. Here's the only way to completely seclude yourself from humanity and have zero contact with people for a very extended period of time. That's what I have read. That there's no other, like a virus that's been weaponized? Did Trump handle it? Well, no, of course not. He handled it horrifically poorly. Horrifically poorly. So all the red hats, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I'm saying something bad about Donald Trump. I'll add it to the list. But if you think, and I'm leaving it with this, if you've just watched this Afghanistan debacle and you think Joe Biden would have handled this better, you got your head up your ass. Sorry. Ooh, I guess I am mad. Oh my God, it hurts. We either work this out or it falls apart. We either work it out or this wonderful life that we have, and I know a lot of people struggle, but even compared to 98% of the rest of the world, 95% of it, if you want that existence, we're so fucking spoiled. Jesus. We either work this out or we don't. And if we don't, strap in. Ain't no person going to save us. You could bring Obama back. You could bring Michelle Obama with him. You could bring Trump. You could bring Ivana. You could bring back Abraham Lincoln. When it falls hard. And when it does, be ready. So what do? You talk to people. You reach out to people. You say to somebody, man, I know that even though you know that they may put you in a defensive position and somebody gets a chance to take a shit on you. Well, for that one person that does, there's probably one that wants to do the same thing. My experience has been, I really will leave it with this. My experience has been the vast majority of people that are supposed to be so horribly right and left, all they want to do is be heard. They just want someone to talk to. Their public persona and their posts and their memes and their sometimes not who they are personally. There's only one way to find out. Or we can keep doing what we've been doing. Well, we can have some idiot pundit clown. Yeah, maybe we should split up. Maybe we should have a right and left America on national television. Or we could have a president that talks to George Stephanopoulos on television. Please don't ask me how he becomes the face of ABC. This guy was a freaking press secretary for Hillary Clinton. What balance is there in that? Anyway. Or we can have a president who sometimes has no idea where he is say things like, yeah, no, I think I did it. I think there's nothing we could have done better. You think you did a good job? Yeah, I think we're doing great. Okay. I think we're doing great. I don't think we're doing great. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this was perfect. This is what happens when you're not feeling well. Man, hopefully, sorry. I'm sorry. Hopefully you have a wonderful day and a wonderful weekend once I get this thing clear, because it takes some time. And when it clears up, I'm fine. But, man, we got to work this out. We really do. Or it's over. And I mean over big. Not, oh man, do you mean my iPad's going to cost more? No, water will cost more. So, anyway, please. Sorry if that sounded a little scolding, but this is how I feel. That's why I'm doing these things. I really do love you. I swear I do. I really, really do. Man, I want you to have a great weekend. I guess that's it. I'm going to go back. I'm going to bed. Have a good day and good weekend.